Yes, sir. And we are live 111 show episode 29. You know what I'm saying? Missed y'all on Monday, but gave y'all a chance to watch the two primetime games. I was a little under the weather, but ain't none of love, you know what I'm saying? Vernus can't fix.
Soft as hell.
You know what I'm saying? Saying I'm soft.
Detroit staple right there.
You know
Good
what I'm
burgers.
saying?
Mix up. Hey, you got that ice cream machine. Make sure you make some ice cream with that joint too. Bust it.
See,
Old,
Melly, that's how I know you was raised right, bro.
that's an old black remedy, man.
That's an
Everybody
old
know
black
that.
remedy. I know you was raised right, bro.
The Vernus.
Yeah, man,
That's all I had to
absolutely.
see.
Vernus, hit us up, man. Sponsor the pod. The Vernus Zero Sugar. You know what I'm saying? Can be on too much of that sugar.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm feeling a little better. Got the good cough drops on deck. Shit, something get out of hand. You know, I was at the state game this weekend with CeeLo, man. You know what I'm saying? Checked out them green weenies. You know, that was an experience. I thought that was a winnable game. They kind of fumbled the bag, dropped
Hell
two
no.
touchdowns. If you was at the game, bro, they was stopping Maryland. They dropped two touchdowns. They got stuffed on the goal line. Like killed all the momentum. Like they was shooting themselves in the foot the whole game.
How was the crowd experience being there up at good old Sparty Stadium around the corner?
I mean, it's always rocking, man. It's always live. Like the beginning of the game, everybody amped up, they cheering, sing the fight song. You know, I sit there in silence, and
Yep.
I just wait for the game.
And that was homecoming, right?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
You just keep throwing wood in the fire.
Yeah.
Homecoming, right? Man, them boys got towed up. Speaking of Sparties and being there, hey, that's my helmet sticker. I'm throwing it to the Terps. Even though you see me rocking the Sparty gear,
Yeah.
I got the hoodie on, I got the hat on. I'm throwing my helmet sticker to the Terps of Maryland, dude.
Okay, man.
That's respect. That's respect.
Bro.
Go ahead, talk about it.
Shout out
Bro,
to the Terps.
Noah Kim is probably one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen in college football. Dude is a turnover machine. Go ahead and clip that. I want him to see it. I'm gonna have to post him and tag him in it while I'm rocking Sparty gear. Dude is absolutely awful. He just looks like a high school quarterback.
I'm
Fresh
sitting
out of high school, red shirted.
and I'm sitting at the game. I'm sitting at the game, man. Like, what's going on? He missing all these throws, dog, and it don't make it no better. I'll sit next to the game next to CeeLo, bro. Clip it, and I'm asking him. I hope he take online classes, bro. I hope he take online classes because they was eating them up in the crowd. The student section asking for the backup quarterback. They asking for Hauser. You know what I'm saying? I think on one of them times he got hit, he got up limping. He may or may not have. This my narrative I'm pushing. He just mailed it in.
Yeah.
He did get hit pretty hard, but you know, he got the Hauser got in the game. He ended up throwing an interception. But you know, they still gonna let it back up anyway.
MSU always gonna stand behind a good Hauser boy, whether it's Joey Hauser or whatever this quarterback's first name is. MSU love a good Hauser, man.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about one of his first completions, bro.
Yeah.
Me and Melly both saw it, bro. He threw the ball. And I'm like, wow, look, it's a nice spiral. It's two receivers. One like running the post, and the other one kind of like running across, and they like running into each other, kind of.
Yeah.
He overthrew the guy, and it landed in the other dude's hands, and he was just as shocked that he caught it as the dude was getting upset that he was overthrown. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, that's how you help your quarterback out. You help your quarterback out like that when he's fresh in the game. He ain't got no live bullets.
Yeah.
Catch it. If it's around you, just catch it.
But,
I don't care who ran from crowd, just catch it. But man, it was bad, undisciplined football. A lot
very
of
undisciplined. A lot of turnovers. It didn't make sense. We were winning that game. Like Michigan State was winning that game on offense. Like they had more rushing yards, they had more passing yards. They just kept turning the ball over, man. And that was the thing. Like I was expecting a better performance out of Tua's brother, but he didn't really impress me against Michigan State at all. It was mainly the running backs and their defense that was the most impressive and pretty much won that game. So
that's some
shout
nice
out to the
receivers.
Terps. They did.
Yeah, shout out to the Terps, man. Well, I'll go ahead and I'm gonna do my player. I'm gonna do my player
Okay.
and get my helmet sticker to this team as well because this is the other game I watched outside of um, MSU Maryland. LSU, the LSU Tigers against Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how long Jefferson been in school for Arkansas, but Jane Daniels and Malik Neighbors, my standout player in this game, 8 catches, 130 some yards, and 2 touchdowns. A dog, you
He
know,
filthy. He do it every week, yo. I'm pretty sure.
dog.
Like last week, I was going to go with him, but I just went with LSU as a team because it's like he had one. No, he had like 200 last week, and Jaden Day was at like 400 throwing. So
Where was this when they played Florida State?
They dropped a lot of balls. I ain't gonna lie. That's a momentum killer, drive killers.
LSU always need that warm up game, bro. Every year they always need that warm up.
But if these were the performances he was getting, they'd be top 4 right now.
They're gonna be in the chip. They're gonna get a chance to get it back in blood with Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the good and bad thing about playing them real important games early.
Yeah.
If you one of them bubble teams, that can make or break your season. Because if you chalk on another L, you can't get no cheap L's along the way. So I'll go with LSU. They responded back. Jefferson wouldn't go away the whole game, and they responded like how I thought they was going to respond in the Florida State game, the first game of the year. Jaden Daniels looked poised. Malik Neighbors dynamic again. I hope that boy is putting his name in that draft because he'll be making some buku bucks. That's my helmet sticker, dog.
I like that because I was going to go team, but since you went with a receiver, let me go player. I'm going to go with another receiver. Let's slide out west again. So I know y'all probably starting to notice a trend here because I'm starting to notice it, and it's not on purpose. But it's something about those 2 forgotten Pac-12 teams that I can't get enough of, and they happen to play each other this week, Washington State and Oregon State.
Yes.
Yeah.
Last week, I gave my helmet sticker to the boy Cam Ward, the quarterback at Wazoo. This week is going to his number 2 guy, not his number 1 receiver.
Okay.
Because his number 1 receiver had like
he had more yards.
But Josh Kelly, though,
Josh
Kelly had 3 tutties, 160 yards, and every single time I looked at the screen, he was making another play, bro. Like there was just one pass where he threw him a fade. The DB's all over him, basically tackling him before the ball got there. He sticks out one hand, his left, and just brings it in. Wrapped around the defender's body. I'll take this. No big deal. Next one, I believe he catches like a post or something, runs into 2 defenders, a safety in a corner, bounces off both of them, spins out of it, breaks 3 tackles, gets to the crib, bro. And lastly, he had to double back on Buddy who PI'd him earlier. He said, hey, Cam, you know what that means? Clear. Fade, go. Went up top on him in the red zone. One hand, all he needed again. Threw out the left. You can literally see on the slow-mo replay, the DB is holding his right arm. So even if he wanted to use 2 hands, he couldn't. So my dog said, all right, give me these. One hand, sticks it out, brings it in. Real Odell-like.
That's what we like to say, getting mossed.
That's what I like to say, getting gripped on. Getting mossed.
Get mossed, son.
Yeah,
hey, man.
So Josh Kelly, that guy, he's definitely getting my helmet sticker this week.
You almost got to run it back. I'm gonna run the back-to-back for him. He's gonna get back-to-back helmet stickers because you can't ignore a 28 completion day, 404 yards, and 4 touchdowns. You can't ignore that.
I love that from you. I appreciate.
He's player of the week, wasn't he?
Pac-12. He probably will be Pac-12
Probably.
player of the week for sure.
I think he got it. Yeah.
Because you can't ignore that.
You can't.
Turnovers, dude.
He had a fumble, I believe, but no picks.
No picks.
Yeah.
No picks. So, yeah. But I'm going to give him that back-to-back just because I think he deserves it. But to stay on that receiver route, my next helmet sticker going to Jalen Polk out of Washington. We staying out west with it. I don't know. There's something in the air out there. They got some receivers in the Pac-12, bro. Jalen Polk. Let me tell you, 8 catches, 127, 2 tuds.
It's disgusting.
Now, they were playing Cal, and Cal was fighting back a little bit.
Yo, Cal
showed some heart.
Cal State, yeah, for sure.
I thought they were going to lay down a little bit. They showed some heart.
I mean, they was smacking Auburn on the head.
But dude, When I tell you
Right.
the connection between Michael Penix Jr. and Jalen Pope is crazy. It's like every time he passes him the ball, it's touching his hands. He might not catch. I think he had like 2 or 3 drops. He might not catch it every time, but Michael Penix is putting that ball on the string to that dude's hands or somewhere in the vicinity of where he can grab it every single time, bro. Like, it's going to be exciting to see both of those dudes if they make it to a league or make it into, a 53-man on that next level. Because I for sure can see Jalen Pope being somebody's number one wide receiver, bro. He got the stats for it, bro. He got the body, the definition. He's tall,
He
thick,
gonna be there.
pause. Look, he's fast, bro. I feel like he's gonna be a good wide receiver in the league.
Nah, bro, that's what I love about
Yeah.
Washington's offense, though, because if you look at how Kalen DeBoer breaks it down, man, he stretches the field vertically. And it reminds me of the way Mike McDaniel has kind of put together his passing attack. Because if you look at Michael Penix average depth of target, I'm pretty sure he's leading the country. Like, his average throw depth is further than anybody else's, and yet he's still completing almost 80% of his passes, 75% of his passes. And he's throwing the ball 12, 13, 14 yards every single play. I saw this crazy stat that said this is how efficient Michael Penix and his Washington offense has been. All three of these receivers, the 2 Jalen's and Roma Dunze, every single time Michael Penix takes a snap and drops back, Washington gains 11 yards or 13 yards, something like that, bro. The craziest stat I ever heard. That's how efficient they are running their offense this year. Like, that's insane, bro.
That's the clip right there.
That's insane.
That
So
is
yeah,
a cool-
shout out J Pope, bro.
I mean, so like you saying that if Washington does not make the playoff this year, do you see Kalen DeBoer being a potential head coach candidate for another team in college football or the NFL?
It's tough though because like, look at the prospects out there for him, right? Like,
I know he got
he going Big Ten.
Jalen Pope is only a sophomore. I just saw that today. I didn't realize that he was a freshman last year.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. But it's like for Kalen though, it's like, all right, you're at Washington, you're building this into. I mean, it's been a perennial, winning program going back to Jake Locker and them. But with them going into the Big Ten next year, it's like, where do you want to move to? What job are you about to go take?
Right.
Mississippi State? I don't know. Like, it's not much further up you can go, and he kind of has that freedom to do whatever he wants in Washington. It's almost a perfect storm for him.
They're already going Big Ten, and then the only other place is probably SEC.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's the next step up.
Yeah, man, I like it. We got some dudes on here, man.
Facts.
It's a trend going on with the teams that we steady going to.
Yeah,
but they producing. I can't really say nothing.
They are the most exciting right now in football, in college football. Those teams out west are the most exciting right now in college football. So
right, like I can talk about Michigan winning 31-6 against Rutgers, but who wants to hear about that, bro? There's no fun in that.
Nobody, because you know what this like reminded me of, like his connection with these receivers.
Somebody
is these receivers is this remind me of Joe Burrow and what he had with Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson, where whatever it ain't turned up as the passing game as much, but whenever he dropped back, it's going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody open. That's why I feel like it's that 11 yards they averaging. It's crazy because they stretch the defense so thin. Like if you're a man on man, you're cooked. I don't think it's unless you're an NFL caliber corner on these dudes, you're cooked.
Facts.
And if you in zone, he gonna pick apart your zone. And then the O line, he got all day back there. You know what I'm saying? The O line good. Ain't like he got to get the ball out quick, like he running for his life back there. He got time. He can process it, and he an older guy, so it ain't like he don't make rookie freshman mistakes. So yeah, man, shout out to them boys. But another narrative in college football: Cinderella lost her glass slipper in Eugene. Man, Colorado rolls into Oregon. And they roll out with their first L of the year, and Oregon remains undefeated.
Yeah,
there was a lot of talk about this. They thought it was going to be a recurring thing where I picked Oregon to win. You picked Oregon to win, Chaz. I don't know about Caleb pick.
remember I had said I was going to find a way to try to make money off Prime, but not hit the money line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't happen.
Ain't no ways.
It didn't happen.
Wasn't no ways.
So,
Yeah, so 42-6. It would have been a shutout, but they got to score late. Now, there's a lot of talk about Dan Campbell's comment. Not Dan Campbell. Dan Lanning. Dan Lanning.
He sounded like Dan Campbell in his comments.
Yeah, bro. Because he like, yeah, you know, they ain't win anything. Which Dan Lanning didn't say anything wrong in my eyes. A biased Oregon fan, he didn't say anything wrong. Colorado was terrible or mid until Deion got there, and they've already tripled their wins. So this is a slam dunk success of a season. But when you hear they tripled their wins, you go, oh, they won 3 games. Yeah, because they were 1-11 the year before, 1-10, whatever it was. Colorado is missing key pieces. Deion said it himself. So we know this team is not there yet, but they're so popular and so polarizing that everybody wants them to win without taking that realism or that bias at it. This is my first week having a look at them with true unbiased eyes because they're playing the team I root for. In Oregon, I'm like, Oregon's bigger. They might have the same amount of speed, but bigger, faster, stronger than Colorado. And they're a winning program. I've seen people trying to slight Oregon, but Oregon has been winning for years. They ain't won no national championship. Don't get me wrong, but they've been winning the conference. They've been in bowl games every damn year almost, winning, competitive in the Pac-12 for years. You know what I'm saying? So whoever thought they was gonna roll in there and just squeak one out, I thought they'd be more competitive than this. I thought Colorado would be more competitive. I didn't think it was gonna be this much of a whooping on the board. I thought they could at least put points on the board.
Right.
But Dan Lanning didn't say anything wrong. But the only thing I didn't like is he said they play for clicks, we play to win. No, they playing to win too, but they gotta up their social media game. They gotta up their content game because that's what's popping now is social media. So they gotta boost Colorado up. They got all these rappers and celebrities and doing all this stuff there. So recruits come there. Recruiting is 90% of the battle. Who you got in your program? I'm sorry to go so long-winded on this, but
you get it.
They have to do that. Oregon's cachet is they have 10,000 uniform combinations. They're the Nike headquarters there, and they can get the best talent on the West Coast and nationally. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's y'all built that for years before y'all did that. Colorado was good, what, in the 90s, early 2000s? Around that time?
90s.
So they've been trash or average until then. They got to build that back up. So with that, they got to have a good social media team. They got to have splash players. They got to be in the headlines. So everybody's playing for clicks and views in NIL because you got to have some cash, get these boys in there. Ain't no 5-star player coming to your school if they ain't getting no cash and your program can't fund that NIL or you ain't got nobody that want to come there. Deion is in almost 50% of the commercials that come on in between games. Yeah. Like, let's not kid ourselves. So that was my long-winded thing. All y'all is playing for clicks and views. Oregon, y'all debuted heat activated cleats against
right.
the most trending team in college football. Let's stop playing. This is never before seen technology. Y'all debut just so happened to be against Colorado. Y'all could have did it against Portland State. But y'all didn't. Y'all did it against Colorado. So that was clicks and views.
Oregon is all eyes on me university. If there was one, it's Oregon, bro. It's like the uniforms they had that they wore. Let's just talk to those for a second. Their boys was cold, crispy. They had the like you said, the heat seeking cleats, man. The thermal activated cleats.
Chameleon Jones.
Like, everybody talks about Oregon because of how they look and how they changed college football back when we was in middle school, bro. This was back in the mid 2000s, early 2010s, right?
Yeah.
But
young bull.
Dan Lanning didn't have to be there to build none of that stuff up. Dan Lanning, I love Dan Lanning too, by the way. Big fan of his coaching. He walked into a program that was already built, and that's why I'm still here today and I'm still buffed up because, like you just said, Melvin, Coach Prime is building this from the beginning. So this is why I told y'all at the beginning, not to get caught up in the wins and losses of what Colorado does, but how are they operating as a program? Colorado is operating as a top tier program right now, yo. From the recruits that they're bringing in, half of these schools can't get these guys to visit during a year and waste a recruiting trip on their school. Colorado just flew in the number 1 quarterback in the country, Bryce Underwood from Michigan,
Nice.
2025. You can't do that unless you build up some type of cachet, like you were saying. Like, you have to build up that platform. That's part of the game. Nick Saban playing the game. He's been playing it for years. So why would you expect Prime not to? Or why would you call him out saying he's looking for clicks? Like, that's just leaning on him, bro. Like, this is like, that's that Ryan Day mentality stuff, bro.
I'll give you. Let's not go that far.
Yeah,
we ain't gonna go that low.
What?
We ain't gonna let that go to bring up the team.
You got to. Don't give him a pass. Don't give him a pass. Go ahead,
because Harbaugh talked about this with Ryan Day when he's like, "Yo, cuz you were born on third base. Don't act like you did nothing." Dan Lanning is the type of dude who was born on third base and not did nothing. Cristobal had more success than Dan Lanning has had in his first 2 years. So
I get that.
I'm not saying like he's as out of pocket as Ryan Day. We'll get to Ryan Day later. And his walk of atonement that he needs to take. But yeah. I just had to say, like, shame. Yeah, shame. We're gonna get on Ryan Day later, bro. But yeah, hey, shout out to the bus, man. We still buffed up. We know it's a build, bro. It's a build. Buffed up. Go ahead, Caleb.
I ain't got nothing to say about it.
Yeah, one last thing though. Dang, it slipped my mind. I'll bring it up again. But what was the last thing we said about Dan Lanning when he said what? they don't play? He said they don't play for clicks or views.
Yeah,
right.
Playing for wins.
This is what I was gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. My
Yeah.
last comment on Dan Lanning, and then we can move on. They want to win on the grass, right? But this is the only thing that let it excuse it. The cameras is on him, right?
Yep.
If he didn't know the cameras was on him, he still would have said the same thing to his team if the cameras wasn't rolling. And you got to find that thing that you need to push on as a coach, and the great coaches do it the best, to turn up that emotion. And I say Deion did the same thing when they took. He said, "My players, what was the boy name from the Colorado State head coach?" He said, Norvell said, I was taught to take my hat and glasses off when you're talking to adults. And he implemented this blue collar mentality. Now he got a whole shtick that they wear blue work shirts with the patches on them to embody a blue collar, hard working team mentality. Now, Deion used that was their whole thing. Before even Deion said that, Deion used that to say, "Oh, he implied that my mama ain't raised me right." Yeah. He didn't outright say it, but he implied that. And then the game before that, you know what I'm saying? Shador, they walking on the Buffalo, used that, poked on that. Then before that, everybody wrote him off to begin with because TCU was in the playoff last year. So the best coaches play on emotion. Deion wasn't criticized. I just wanted to be played both ways. Deion was not criticized when he had to be told, when he was using emotion to fuel his players. I don't think Dan Lanning did nothing but fuel his players to play right before a game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You kind of got to.
You got to use emotion. You got to use emotion. I'm done.
That's what I'm saying. You got to. When you know you don't have everything that you have, you don't have all your tools in the bag yet, you got to pull that emotional plug until you get those tools in the bag. Then it's okay. Let's just go take care of business.
Because I think in Oregon, they knew it was going to be Colorado. If you've been there 4 years, you don't whoop Colorado every year. You done been there. So maybe some of them dudes winning that game sleep rocking like, oh, it's just Colorado. Get smacked in your mouth. So let's open up a little wound, throw some salt in it a little bit. Yeah. Squeeze some lemon on it. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, Kirby Smart was doing that to his Georgia team when they was on like a 19-game win streak or whatever, bro. Like, he was still finding little things, talking about, oh, this reporter right here said this, and y'all gonna lose to Bama. This year they put out J-Mo and all this. Like, every single coach, like you said, has to find a way to motivate his guys. That's part of his job. That's part of what they are there for. Mm-hmm. And if I was in that locker room in my swaggy Oregon, thermal activated cleats, I'll be ready to run through a wall. I'll be ready to go bury Colorado, bro.
Yeah, bro. This went on.
I promise you I would have did.
Yeah, bro. I seen a clip from Tom Brady too. What he said. What did that reporter say about me? Like he had to use. He said these players too friendly. He said I had to use something to piss me off. Like what did they say? They doubted me. He already had a chip on his shoulder. But what did they say? Like Michael Jordan. I took it personal. You know what I'm saying? He might have put pepperoni on my cheese pizza, and I took it personal. So I had to drop 45. You know what I'm saying, on the hometown team. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta fabricate and trump yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Put some young boy on, put some key Glock on or something. But that's all I had to say, man, about that. We could move on. We got anything else, college?
I got one more helmet sticker, and then we just gotta address Ryan Day's comments for a quick second, bro. Let's just talk about the Notre Dame Ohio State game as
the coach for the team.
So first, last helmet sticker, real quick, goes to them Penn State Nittany Lions, because a lot of y'all were watching Ohio State Notre Dame. I didn't get to cut that on until the second quarter because I was on the road, and for some reason NBC wasn't working, and I was sick, so I fired up good old whiteout Penn State, Iowa. Now, mind you, Iowa has beaten Penn State the last 2 times they played. This is a formidable foe for Penn State, and somebody who's kind of been a thorn in their side from the West. Yeah, I had Iowa plus 14. We're not going to talk about it. But the way Penn State came out there and sent a message to the rest of the Big Ten and to Iowa was something I have not seen from Penn State in a long, long, long time. Like, even when they had Saquon and Trace McSorley there, they wasn't doing this. Peep these stats, bro. Iowa had a total of 76 yards to the tune of Penn State's 397. They held them under 100 total yards, bro. 56 passing yards, 20 rushing yards. This is Iowa we're talking about. They pride themselves on pounding the pill. They ran a ball for 20 yards total. They went fumble, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, fumble, 3 and out, 3 and out. 1 first down, then I fumble again, 3 and out, 3 and out. Like, bro, every single possession was an atrocity by the Hawkeyes. So I got to shout out Penn State's defense. This is one of the better Penn State teams I've seen in a long time, and I'm excited to see what they do going forward in the East, because we needed that third-headed monster in this Ohio State Michigan rivalry that's been going back and forth.
I'm glad they produced. I watched Penn State defense against Illinois, and I was like, Illinois offense kind of, but they kind of trash. So I'm glad it's holding up against somebody who's, as you said, a thorn in their side.
Yeah.
So shout out to them for that defense, man.
CeeLo's good. All right. Let's get to this Notre Dame Ohio State real quick, bro.
Yeah. Them boys folded. Let me say this before you go.
Go ahead.
The fold of the century, man. That last drive, I would have just put the ball in Sam Hartman's hand. He's one of the better college quarterbacks that you have. Put it in Sam Hartman's. I want to see some more passes. Like, put them away. They had them by the balls. No pause.
Yep.
And they let them off the hook with 2 minutes left on the clock with Ohio State's receivers who they can get down the field in a hurry. So why leave them? Like, y'all ran the ball, but y'all ain't doing nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the run wasn't working, I'm passing the ball. I'm trying to figure something out. I'm doing something. I'm pulling out some razzle dazzle to get these boys off the field. Get creative with the play calling. Do something with your All-American quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, do something, please. Y'all got the green crispy uniforms on. Y'all home Lou Holtz there, and y'all folded. Got 10 defensive players on the field. Like, come on, man. That was the choke of the century.
What it really showed me is that Notre Dame, as they are building in this Marcus Freeman era, love to see it. They still don't know how to win yet, not the big ones. And any program that is already there at that level would have knocked Ohio State off, and it wouldn't have been a problem. They probably would have scored again and won like 21-10. What was it? It was 14-10. They probably would have beat them 21-10. Michigan, Penn State, somebody would have really shoved a foot down their neck, because there's no way you can give Ohio State the ball back there, getting the ball with 4 minutes left, protecting the 4-point lead. Now, what up, JB? Now, the fact that they did that, okay, whatever. To let Ohio State convert 3rd and 19s and then just drive the ball down the field with ease and be out there with 10 players on the defense, it's just it's such a bad look for Marcus Freeman, man, because he's a defensive coach. You don't even have enough guys out there to stop the run. Yeah, almost stop the run. Imagine if there was actually a guy in that gap. They would have knocked Ohio State off. These are the big wins. These are the moments where you have to earn your stripes in this coaching game. You have to earn that money. And they folded and they let Ryan Day off the hook. And what did Ryan Day do? He acted like a spoiled brat who's never been there before.
Y'all been talking about my players.
I've been talking about my player. First thing he says, I want to know where Lou Holtz is. Nigga, it's midnight. Lou Holtz is asleep.
You won't smoke with Lou Holtz.
Lou Holtz is somewhere with a nurse at the foot of his bed and some applesauce on his nightstand, bro.
70% of Lou Holtz DNA is dust by now.
Does. And you picking on this man. That's why I said walk of atonement, bro, because that was shameful by Ryan Day to call out Lou Holtz after that game, bro. Shame. Urban Meyer should be the nigga behind him yelling shame, throwing water at him on the back of his neck while he walking down the street. How dare you, Ryan Day? Because first of all, you know you shouldn't have got that dub. That's first off. Second of all, he knew if he did not get that dub, his head was going to roll in Columbus. The second he touched down, got off that bus, his head was going to get kicked down Main Street.
That was going to knock the Just for Men off, cuz.
Just for Men, gone. Dog beard wet.
Dog beard.
Every day.
Dog beard dripping beignet.
Dripping beignet. How your beard look like a comb over, nigga?
What that's the Beijing? Oh, it's the Beijing. He dripping Beijing.
Yeah, we said beignet, bro. That's how you know I miss Nola too much. Beijing.
Good Beijing black.
I hate Ryan Day so much. Like on a fan level, not on a personal level. I don't hate him, but like on what he stands for. Ohio versus everybody. Shut up, bro.
Right.
Because they don't even like you for real, cuz they want you gone.
The way Notre Dame ran for almost 200 on y'all, I can't imagine what Katron Allen and Nick Singleton about to do in a couple weeks. And then a couple weeks after that, what Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards about to do. So Ryan Day, you're off the hook. You're off the hook. But hey, winter is coming.
That's tough. That's tough. Ryan Dasif. We do.
Pull the notes back up. Let's see what's going on with the league. Go ahead, Melly.
The league. Should we start with the story? Because Mike is not here yet. The story of the
what, the 70 ball? Is that the story?
Hey, that's one of them.
That's the story to me.
No, we got an infiltration that we need to cover real quick.
Are you talking about the new queen of Chiefs Kingdom?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The Snow Princess.
The princess that was promised.
A snow bunny by the name of Taylor Swift has infiltrated the NFL.
Sick.
Her and all her fans, because Taryn ain't been quiet about it at all. That's all I've been hearing about. I'm tired of it. You know, if he got her a suite, he said, I'll put the ball in her court. You knew she was coming, dog. You got her a suite next to your mom. You know what I'm saying? That mom is living every white woman's dream.
Facts.
With her in there, bro. With her in there, you got Taylor Swift. You got a son in the league. You got two sons in the league. They
both compete for Super Bowls.
Both Super Bowl winners. Y'all got a documentary like Taylor
podcast.
Swift
You doing commercials?
Taylor Swift next to you in the suite. She lit. She the littest white mom on the planet.
Hey, at one point, I think Taylor looked over to Donna Kelsey and she was like, "Why are the Bears just running cover 4? Like, don't they know?" No, I'm playing. I'm gonna get into the Bears debacle in a second on the field. But right now,
we gotta give me the ball, Patrick. Taylor, I promised Taylor.
Travis tried to put on a show too.
Of course.
Along the lowest keys, he did.
Of course, Taylor Swift is good for the league, man. Like that's a whole different fan base, bro. Pop country, like
literally ages probably 8 to 45 are all Swifties.
Yeah. No, because Bill a big Taylor Swift fan. Bill Belichick. He's a huge Swiftie. Yeah. So like, nah, Taylor Swift in them 70s. Yeah, she's up there, bro.
You know what's
Yeah,
crazy?
bro.
I
She
heard Taylor
universal. She
Swift
global.
is like having like the best year an artist has had since Michael Jackson in '84, nigga. Like,
Bro, I was
that's
reading something that said like she's like a couple billion away. Like her net worth is like a couple billion away, where she could potentially buy the Chiefs if she wanted to.
yes, bro. Like, she like
Crazy.
Travis Kelce getting player money, league money, good league money. T Swift, it's only September done already made over $1 billion, nigga. That's
Like
a whole
imagine.
different league, bro. She done
Imagine.
already upped over $1 billion this year, bro, off her tour. What you drinking right now? Taylor Swift put her face on that. It's going for $40, bro.
Oh yeah.
They said Travis Kelce, his jersey sales is up 400% already. It's only been a day since she's been there.
Oh,
since she's been at Arrowhead. Like, it's the Taylor touch, bro. The touch of gold. Like, a lot of niggas hating, like, oh, I hate Taylor Swift fans. They're all crazy. Nigga, I don't care, bro. It's not going to affect me in any way.
Yeah, it ain't gonna change nothing. It's just gonna put more money in NFL pockets like it already is.
I'm about to buy a Travis Kelce jersey and resell it on Etsy.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one off
that market.
I'm gonna get one off the gate with
right.
Swift. I'm gonna get an 87 with Swift on it.
Yeah, you gotta get a 20. No, you gotta get a 22 with Swift on it.
22 with Swift on it. I'm gonna run up a bag.
The 22 Kansas City.
Hey, that's
22
crazy.
Kansas City two-tone with Swift on the back.
Yeah, that's tough,
yeah, bro. We about to get some merch going.
Don't clip that. Actually, take that part off.
Yeah, we're gonna cut that out. That's only for the live crowd. If you're not in here live, you're not getting.
CeeLo a Swifty.
CeeLo a Swift businessman.
Swifty.
Hey, don't make him pull the t-shirt printer back out. You know he got the tech to do it.
Man.
What's up, Kayla? What you trying to do? We get right on these Swifties.
Yeah, man. We had to go ahead and cover that. Dog definitely locked that up. He got him a little touchdown. But let's talk about the team on the other side of this thing.
Yeah.
The Chicago Bears. What's going on?
Oh, man, I seen me text it earlier this week when I said the little thing. When they had the whole little debacle that Peanut Punch Man was an FBI agent, I said Chiefs minus 21 because ain't no way you going up against the best head coach in the NFL for like 3 years running now without a defensive coordinator. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're not going to put it together. You're not going to hold them. Who knows, bro?
They couldn't make that spread big enough. And it's crazy because we haven't talked on here since the news of the Justin Fields comments talking about maybe it's coaching.
Yeah, maybe it's
we haven't discussed none of that since then. And then after that, their DC house get raided, whatever. Allegedly, whatever happened there, he resigns.
Allegedly.
So we watched this franchise go into the toilet over the course of 4 days, or maybe even 72 hours, really. And then the culmination of it was Sunday. They couldn't have made that spread big enough. 13? Come on, bro. Give me those. Bro. Easy money. And we knew from kickoff it was rats for Chicago, bro.
Maybe it is Fields.
Maybe it's Fields.
But you know, I heard an interesting narrative. I think it was Greeny on ESPN, where he was like, the Chicago Bears drafted Mr. Trubisky, right? They drafted Mr. Trubisky. That coach that wanted nothing to do with him. They didn't want him. That was the Deshaun Watson draft too, wasn't it?
Yep. That was Pat Mahomes.
Yep. Pat Mahomes. So in that time, they fumbled that bag. Let's just get that out the way. Fumble that bag. Get Mr. Trubisky out of town. He showed a little flashes here and there. Get him out of town.
He won him a playoff game.
He did.
Nah, he was there when they won a playoff game. That defense, Khalil Mack was in his prime. That defense was one of the best defenses.
Still, bro.
Whatever. He got a dub. You're right.
He got under the belt. It's one more than Justin Fields got right now. But
yep.
All right, now then they draft Justin Fields. Matt Nagy didn't want Justin Fields either. He's trying to make him a pocket passer. The boy can run like a deer. So I'm like, all right, what's going on there? Usually when you get players like this in their first couple years, like a Lamar, like a Cam Newton, like an Anthony Richardson, like we seeing, they get to use them wheels. They get to run around. Even the RG3. They get to use them wheels. They run around until they get more comfortable. in a system and they develop as a passer where they want to pass more. And they didn't do that for Justin Fields. They were like, oh, yeah, we're going to start doing it now. And then they have success. Then they go away from it.
Yeah.
And they don't make things easy for him. Now, he still got to run the offense that's given to him and do it to the best of his ability, which he has not done. But they ain't make it any easier on him.
You're right, bro. Like, what did they do all off season? How did their offense take a step back from where it ended last year? Last year, they were on a tear to end the season. Justin Fields breaking all types of records. We come back after this offseason, and this is what they put out on the field. This product is worse. It's stepped on.
It's worse. Like, what did you change?
I tried to re-rock it. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Because you brought up a good point with, like, the running QBs of the past, Cam, RG3, and Lamar. Now we got Justin Fields. And the thing about it is, if you go back and look at those teams and look at those teams' rosters, and you look at that offensive line, this is why I got Trench's guru right there. It took almost like 2 to maybe that third year of them being behind that offensive line and finally getting each piece for that offensive line for that QB to kind of settle down and sit in the pocket and complete passes. That's what it takes, bro.
Like this, I would say beside not Cam, bro. Not Cam.
Bro.
Cam came in spinning it. Cam was different, but the rest of them, you're right.
Well, I'm saying, but he still ran around those first like 2 years before they went to the Super Bowl. When they went to the Super Bowl, they had a offensive line where he didn't need to run, but he still did. He didn't need to though, because if you look at that Super Bowl year for the Panthers, and my boy JB, he'll attest to it because he know them like the back of his hand. But that Super Bowl year where they lost, they had the best offensive line in the NFL, bro. They had one of the best. Like, they was busting at all cylinders. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, we seeing it with the Ravens now. Like, the Ravens, they keep losing pieces because they don't want to pay nobody. And you see, they don't want to pay nobody. They just paid the QB, but they don't got no offensive line. So now you see Lamar almost running like his MVP year. We just seen it in the game that they lost. He was taken off.
Yeah.
So you still got to let Justin Fields run because you don't have the pieces there to protect him. You can't let him sit in the pocket like that, bro. Every time he sits in the pocket, you might as well just live bet that's going to be a turnover every time he sits in the pocket and throws the ball.
But this is another thing too. Let me play devil's advocate here and try to defend Eberflus and his staff. Is
why?
Because he's a Buckeye. Justin, like Melly was alluding to, but didn't really hit on, he has to progress as well. He can't expect this nigga can't just come out here and expect to run a college offense. It's not gonna happen, bro. This is the league. You have to set your protection now. You used to just come up to the ball, clap your hands, and throw a deep ball to Chris Olave. Those days are over. It's gone. You have to actually play the game at the NFL level because it requires so much more. It is more thinking. He talking about I'm overthinking too much. I can't just go out there and play. Nobody can go out there and play in the NFL. This is the problem that Cliff Kingsbury had with Kyler Murray. Go ahead, CeeLo. You want to chime in? Go ahead real quick.
Yeah, CJ Stroud doing it. He doing it right now.
Okay, but CJ, like, they're actually doing stuff, though, bro. You know what I mean? Like, their offense is good.
Because look, CJ Stroud doing that. You can't say that. That's a Buckeye. So come on, man.
I'm just saying, like, CJ Stroud didn't come up to us and say this offense is too much for me. I just want to come out there and play and be at my best. How I play my best. Like, Nick, you got to grow up, bro. At some point, you have to grow up. This is not high school football anymore.
That's what I was saying, though, bro. But like, I think now here's the other factor that comes. It's a lot of factors. The trust factor. Now he got to develop and do all of those things you just said, but I don't think he trusts it enough to stand in there and say, I'm gonna set this protection, I'm gonna do this and that, I'm gonna make the right read. And what if they don't block for me? And I don't think he
can't play like that line. You can't play like that.
That's why he's not being successful. I think that's what's going on.
Yeah,
like all those things you just said, and he don't trust what's going on because it ain't been working until I don't know when they have the revelation towards the middle of the season or sometimes in the game where he just like give me a rollout, give me a read option.
Yeah.
Give me some, you know what I'm saying, where you can get in the rhythm. I don't think he ever get in the rhythm of a game.
Yeah.
Like ever. Like, well, I don't want to say ever, but these first 3-4 games,
Yep.
I'm not seeing him catch a rhythm. I'm not seeing him find DJ Moore. I want to see a couple quick, easy plays, completions to DJ Moore, a couple runs here and there, a screen or two, and then get it rolling.
Yeah.
But the difference between Stroud and Justin Fields is Stroud don't want to run.
Yeah. Stroud is a pure passer.
Justin Fields want to run. So
Yeah.
if you tell CJ Stroud, set this protection, make these reads, throw it here. If it ain't there, throw it there. He gonna do that.
He gonna
Simple.
do it.
And he gonna love to do it.
Because he don't want to run.
Right.
He gonna run. He gonna run and
do
throw that
it.
bitch away. He's not gonna go try and run for 60. The hell?
Nah.
He'll play quarterback. He's trying to play for a long time.
Man, go ahead and clip that because that's gonna bring me into my next helmet sticker for the league, man.
Run it.
Tank Dell. Talk about CJ. Talk about my man CJ. Let's talk about the receiver he throwing to. That's also a rookie, man.
Stepped up.
Look, 5 catches, only five, right? 145 yards, 1 touchdown, and they got the dub over the Jags.
Yep.
I think CJ only threw 280. Dude got half the yards. Dude got half the yards, bro. Come on, man. These rookies out here hooping. I love it. Houston fan.
Nah.
So,
hey,
look,
D'Amico building it the right way, bro. These young boys hooping.
He is, bro. They all hooping, bro. They
Yeah.
hooping. Love to see it. That's a good first win because I think they were 10-point underdogs.
Yeah.
8.5.
8.5 point under. Basically, just rounded to 10. 10-point underdogs.
Nah, I learned the hard way. 8.5.
Yeah,
Not on
man.
that game, but on some other game.
Look, that's my first helmet sticker for the league. I'll let y'all go ahead with y'all, bro, because that was just a good performance. You got 2 rookies out there just hooping, man, and getting it done. Sucks because it's against Doug Peterson. He's like one of the more favorite coaches in the league, like a Super Bowl winning coach. And he's rebuilding the Jags. Like Jags just went to the playoffs last year after they were buns for a few years.
Yeah, you cannot come out flat like that in a division game. If it was a non-division game, it would be a little bit more excusable, right? Like Baltimore losing to Indy. But as the Jags, who are the favorites in y'all eyes, not our eyes, not me and Melly's eyes, we was on the Tennessee train, but the Jags are favorite to win this division and run away with it by a long shot. You can't just give up these games. You can't come out there flat and not know what you're doing. You gotta make it make sense around here, bro. There's no reason for Houston to come out there and do y'all that dirty. So
At the crib.
So yeah, shout out Tank Dell and CJ and D'Amico's and Will Anderson, all them boys, bro. Shout out all of them.
I think the Jags was smelling themselves a little bit going to that game. I think they seeing the same thing you was seeing.
What? They just got hemmed up in Kansas City last week.
It may or may not be true, but in some people's eyes, that they could have won that game, or the refs took them out of that game.
They never scored. They wasn't winning shit.
In some people's eyes, I'm saying it's in certain circles and certain narratives, people pushing is they could have, should have, would have.
Well,
but they didn't.
my
But they didn't.
eyes,
I'm not here
I'm
for
gonna
it.
tell you because I put money on the books. They was the only 1 o'clock team to not score, and that ruined a great bet for me. So no, in my eyes, no, they didn't. Hell no.
Yeah, it was
man.
sloppy as hell.
I wasn't believing it because look, I said something about Trevor Lawrence turning that ball over, right? And everybody overlooked it in that Chargers game when he came back and won it. It was an amazing game. And they, I went to Waffle House. Kiss my fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Look, they was a little bit too relaxed coming in there. And I think it may or not be true, but I'm gonna push this narrative. I think they was reading these headlines and saying they the favorites, and we got Calvin Ridley who's looking nice, and I got Evan Ingram and ETN, this guy, that guy. Y'all still got to go out there and win. Paper is paper.
Yes, sir.
And Houston came out there and they said, we don't care. We're going to come out here and we're going to ball on y'all. If y'all want to sleep, we're going to sock y'all in the mouth. And they never got up off the canvas. They tried to catch up a little bit too late.
Yeah.
They tried to wake up and play a little bit too late, like I said, playing flat. Well, my helmet sticker goes to, I think he going for the anchor on this 100 meter.
Definitely about to be the anchor.
H-Chain, man. H-Chain, dog. 18 attempts, 203 yards, 2 TDs, 4 TDs.
Four. Yeah.
4 TDs. 2 rushing. 2 receiving because he got 2 on them little shovel pass. The same play.
60 fantasy points.
60 fantasy points.
That
And
boy,
then,
his new nickname is A-Train, bro. It's not even A-Chain no more. It's A-Train off the boys.
And he helped put that 70 piece on the board with that 67-yard touchdown run. Had to check my notes real quick. But yeah, A-Chain, man, the boy fast, a burner. 5'9". It's just running away from people, bro. Him and Raheem Mostert get away from the cop speed. Shout out to him, bro.
That's the beauty of this McDaniels offense too, is because last week my guy was Raheem, and we know A-Chain was fighting some injuries, so he wasn't able to play earlier in the year. Yeah. But he just comes out this week and he's like, all right, we're gonna do it a little bit differently this week. Like, you still gonna get most of the carries, Raheem, but A-Chain, you're unleashed. You're off the leash. Go ahead, get at him, and just goes nuts for 200 yards. So it's like, oh, and not to mention, they just funneled every target to Tyreek. Like, I think their second leading receiver, besides Raheem, because Raheem had 7 catches, was like 3 catches from a tight end or something, bro. Tyreek had all the volume, and that was the beauty. It's because we're about to murder you at outside zone. We hit inside zone, and then we send Tyreek in motion, and we just throw it to him, and there's nothing you can do about it because you're so scared of A-Chain now because he broke 1. It broke 2. It broke 3. That there's just nothing you could do. And he put Sean Payton and them boys in such a spin cycle. Mm-hmm. It was insane.
He understands with the fans.
Bro, that shit is crazy.
Letting the fans feel like they playing Madden. Go ahead, pick a play. You got it.
What y'all thinking?
Just point at something on this call sheet. What you like?
Hey, bro, that's embarrassing, bro. That's like a Madden score.
Yeah, that's.
I know we talk about video games a little, but that is a Madden run. They should have conceded. But I say that to say, my other helmet sticker goes to the rookie out of Detroit, Brian Branch. He stepped up big time for Detroit, nice. And I think he knocked Bijan helmet off. I think he took a dread with him, without the mouthpiece in. I'm like, something ain't right, but I like it.
Yeah.
Locking people up. He physical. He had a pick 6 versus Kansas City to help seal the game. He been balling. So, Brian Branch, if you ain't watching no Lions football, check out 32. Watch 32. It's a work of art. Pause.
All right. I guess I'm up, man. I mean, there's more I could say about McDaniel leaning on the Broncos because they refused to give him an interview. And he is a Colorado native. Used to work for Shanahan at the Broncos.
That's the story.
That's the cycle. It's the circle of life, man. That's what y'all get, Walmart family. Anyway, helmet sticker of the week goes to Boat Up, baby. Jay Herbo, Justin Herbert, Justin, whatever you want to call him. That boy had a day. Now, I had the pleasure of watching this game with a Chargers fan for the first time in a while. Because there's not many Chargers fans out there. I know. It's crazy. It's like every time the Chargers have a home game, the visiting team has more fans. But my cousin was at my crib, and he's a diehard Chargers fan. And sadly, he's passed the gene down to his son. It's sad to see. I feel bad for him. But, hey, that's their business, right?
I mean, you're a Cowboys fan. Huh?
Yeah. I know. And so is his dad. His dad's a Cowboy fan, and he a Chargers fan. Tough life. Anyway, Herbo, 40 for 47, 400 yards, 3 tutties. The run game was completely non-existent. I mean, look at this. Joshua Kelly, 11 carries, 12 yards. Isaiah Spiller, 2 carries, 7 yards. Team total, 30 yards rushing because Herbert had 11 himself. So Herbert had to absolutely put this team on his back. Meanwhile, we got Brian Flores just sending the crib at him all day.
All day.
Nobody was blitz more than Herbert this week, and he just picked it apart all day long.
Crazy.
And
I hate to say that zone got dotted up.
I hate to say I miss Kellen Moore, bro, but this is what I miss about Kellen Moore is when things are thrown at you on the fly and you're maybe not ready for it, maybe you didn't game plan for it because Minnesota didn't play this way all year against everybody else. He has a way of in-game adjusting to things and putting his quarterback in the best situation to succeed. Sometimes he overdoes it. Like this game, he might have overdone it a little bit. Herbert having 47 pass attempts, but the run game couldn't get going. And Herbert, flexed his muscle, got out of there with a dub. Brandon Staley almost tried to tank it with that 4th down going forward on their own 24. But I mean, Kirk didn't come through for me. Kirk could have, went in there and cut their neck off. And Brandon Staley would have been with Ryan Day back at home. They both would have been fired together, and I would have been happy. But it's a good day for Herbo. My next guy is the one and only Deshaun Watson. I mean, it's been a long road, Deshaun. I know it's been a long road. Everybody been Deshaun's trash now. No, he's not. And you want to talk about not having a run game. Cleveland is a run first team. Their offensive line is built to run block. All these things, they couldn't get the run going. Deshaun had to put him on his back. And he had to go real vintage Deshaun. Let me see here. He goes 27 for 33 for almost 300 yards and 2 tutties. And a win against one of the best defenses in the league, 27-3 over Tennessee. So shout out to Deshaun for that. It was a hell of a game by him. Good to see him back, getting his feet up under him. He got a big one coming up next week. So shout out to Deshaun.
I think that's where he at his best.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he want to do, bro. That's really how Deshaun wants to play football.
Facts. Hey, man, y'all gonna hate me for my last helmet sticker, but hey, it is what it is, bro. I don't care. I drafted him as one of my fantasy backs. Alexander Madison, he bounced back, bro. He bounced back. 20 carries, 93 yards. He didn't get in the end zone. He had a couple times where he had some good looks, but dude, the Vikings' offensive line is just absolutely terrible. Can we talk about that for a little bit? How bad their offensive line is?
Yeah, Kirk Cousins getting murdered, decapitated.
Bro. I'm talking about the snap of the ball, right? Like, you know how fast that snap is. We all play college football. You all seen the center, how fast the ball gets back to the QB if you're in the shotgun, or how fast you have to snap it, put it in the QB. You played quarterback, Chaz. You played under center. Dude, I'm telling you, half a second, not even, there's penetration, whether it's a guard, a tackle, or that center is getting their shit pushed back.
Yep.
It's bad, bro. And, Madison took a lot of the blame against the Eagles. Cool. Y'all can say what y'all want. For the people that don't watch football for real, I saw it all. It happened up front. Literally every time he got handed the ball, he had, what's my man name? Jalen Carter.
Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis, Fletcher Cox. Like, they're all in his face all day. Dude couldn't even take a step. The yards that he did get against the Eagles, they were hardly earned, right?
Yeah, well earned.
They put the ball in his hands this week, and he showed them, like, hey, bro, like, I can still do this. I just need y'all to get a little bit of push, just a little bit, and I can spin for y'all. But if y'all keep doing what y'all doing, then, I'm going to give up that ball. Y'all going to sit me down. Y'all going to send me hate messages, and then I'm going to end up gone.
That was OD. That was OD, man.
So that's my helmet sticker, man, because he bounced back.
Yeah.
Even though they lost, he still bounced back. 20 for 93. Come on, man. You got to respect it.
I wanna mention these last two guys. I'm not gonna say helmet sticker, but these are players that dominated. Jamar Chase, man.
Yes, sir.
Joe Burrow is hobbled. He don't look healthy at all. But Jamar Chase lined up all over the field last night. 12 receptions on 15 targets, 141 yards. Now, I think it helped that they moved him around a lot more and made an effort to get him the ball because that's y'all best receiver. I don't care what nobody say about T. Higgins or anything. Best receiver is Jamar Chase. Get him the ball. Hobbled Joe Burrow is not helping the case. But last night, it seemed like they figured it out because usually when Joe Burrow scrambles around, he could find somebody to throw it to. But he is limited on that one leg. So shout out to Jamar Chase finally showing up. And then I'm going to go to my other boy on defense, Myles Garrett. Causing delayed games, burning timeouts, having the double team and the chipper following back and forth while he running around. Yeah. That's like, they scared, man. They got them boys running scared. It's gonna be crazy who get this decoy, whether it's between Micah, TJ Watt, Bosa, and
Garrett, yeah.
Garrett, man. But I think Garrett could scoop it this year. Nick Bosa getting off to a little bit of a slower start. And then Micah had like a kind of an off game against the Cardinals. But, I mean, yeah, dog. We want to get into some props, or we got any more narratives to push?
Well, I got a quick one to push. I know the team that plays on Thursday is often forgotten, but that was a hell of a game by your Niners. Shout out Debo, 129 and a tutty. This ain't no helmet sticker, but hey, Debo, we see you, man. Ayuk not there. Step up, be a receiver one. They say you're not a real receiver, you a gadget guy. False.
What does that even mean?
False. I don't even know. See, this is my problem with these analytics dudes,
man.
bro.
Yeah.
Niggas who never played the sport. Like, I don't like the way he runs routes. Everybody routes don't look the same, bro. Debo gets open, and if he don't get open, he's physical at the catch point, and he gonna make something shake. So great day by Debo. Just had to shout him out real quick.
What makes him different is him after the catch, bro. He's a running back after the catch.
Yeah.
Y'all want to say he's a running back. He's very, very good after the catch. It ain't like he's running away from people. They're falling off of him. I see him break more tackles than a running back sometime in the open field and push people forward.
Definitely.
So, shout out to Debo, man. Shout out to them Niners, boy. You know, I had to rep my receiver fantasy. Chase.
Doom back up.
Doom. I can't do it with my voice fucked up.
Yeah, I was about to say, that don't sound like the classic Doom.
I tried to do it. I'm confident. I ain't got that octave right now.
My bad. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I see Matthew JB in the comments here saying, y'all not showing no love for Jordan in Green Bay. Well, I'll give him a quick shout out. Jordan Love down 17-0. I thought it was all a loss. I had the Packers on the money. I had the Packers plus 3.5. They fought back against, Jameis Winston and them after Derek Carr got hurt. And I there's something about Jordan Love, bro. I feel like he plays like he is Tom Brady or something, like in his own head. It's just this confidence he has. It's almost reckless confidence, bro. And that's something that becomes contagious. And you can see when he starts getting the ball to my dog Jordan Reed and all them boys, Romeo Dobbs, a dog. When he started getting all them young cats involved, and they take it up a level. So shout out Green Bay banging it out without I would say their best four players. Bakhtiari didn't play. Jair Alexander didn't play. Aaron Jones didn't play. Christian Watson didn't play. So four of their best 5-6 players not playing, and you're playing against a good NFC South Saints team. So yeah, shout out Jordan Love.
Team that can win their own division.
Facts,
Matt LaFleur is for real, man.
I even shout out Jordan Love because I had him on the parlay slip anytime, and he got it there. He made that slip exciting because I had 2 legs down. He was one of the 2, and that third one I think I put CJ on there. CJ had an opportunity to score with his legs, but he chose not to, which is smart. I'm cool with that. Not with my money though, but I'm still cool with that because I rock with CJ. CJ rock with me. So shout out to Jordan Love though, man. He got that anytime for me. Because that's gonna roll into our next segment. What's up, man? What's the slate looking like?
Y'all let me know.
Lions Packers is first up
That's Thursday, right?
Yeah.
That's this Thursday? Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't got a chance to peep the slate yet. I've been coming straight back from practice. So I'm gonna let y'all lead the charge and I'm gonna just react to what y'all saying, bro. Honestly.
Well, because it's early in the week, injuries happen at practice. I'm just gonna kind of throw a couple props out there that I like.
Prayers for Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah, that speedy recovery.
Didn't get to mention that.
Yeah, it definitely sucks, bro. Especially when you like that's what I was saying. Like you hurt yourself in practice, man. That's one of the ones where it's like, oof.
Yeah,
that can really lower the morale. Like you better off getting a season-ending injury. Shout out to Mike Williams. Hope he recover fast. But in a game like that, where like your performance is what pushed you and your guys to a victory, out there in practice, though, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So let's see, man. I'm looking at it, bro. I'm gonna say let's go ahead if you can find it on there. I'm not gonna shout out what sportsbook it is until we start getting sponsored by them, but it's the green one, DK. They don't know what that is, but figure it out. DK, they have defensive props up. Go ahead and take Aiden Hutchinson for a sack. It's probably gonna be probably like plus 100, plus 125. It might be even minus, but I think he just got his first sack.
Yeah, he did
this past week.
Yep.
So I would take him for back-to-back sacks in a week. So go ahead and grab that. That's my favorite prop.
I like that play. I like that play on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. Laporta got in last week. Oh, Sunday, and then
my guy
for my touchdown. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna scroll with Gibby, man. Gibby or Amon-Ra, you can't go wrong. Parlay them together or bet them separate. And my favorite bet is a straight bet. So if you don't want to take Amon-Ra touchdown, take his yards. I don't think Jair Alexander is going to be 100%, and that's Goff's favorite target. So Gibby got way too many yards. I think they try and get him one. It's a divisional game. Get Gibby in there. The odds are going to be sweet. I feel like the value's there.
I like that.
And it's prime time. Receivers been showing up in prime time. We've been talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
Maxing out the yards on the number one receiver. So
and with Green Bay, with Detroit, that's Amon-Ra, and then with Green Bay, Romeo Doubs hooping.
Yeah,
he's hooping.
Contested catches, he touchdown. He be there when he healthy. It's on. It's up.
He damn near looking like Santana Moss.
Oh, that's a good comp. That's a good comp for him.
I'm telling you, that's what he looked like to me. Another sleeper prop. He missed his opportunity this week. Detroit kind of sucks guarding these kind of guys, the tight ends. They did well against Atlanta because you got Desmond Ridder who can't really get the ball to the tallest guy on the field.
Yeah.
I like Luke Musgrave. To get in the end zone this week.
Okay.
Yeah. He missed his opportunity. He had an opportunity to get in there, dropped it, and then I think he fell short of one or he got caught from behind. Pause. But I like Luke Musgrave. That's probably going to be my no sweat bet. Is probably to take both tight ends. They always say tight ends always open somewhere. Take both tight ends, Laporta, Musgrave, two rookie tight ends.
Yeah,
Thursday night.
Laporta hit for me. Sunday.
So just going off the top of the dome here, I do see Laporta over under for 44.5 yards. I'm leaning over on that because I feel like Green Bay or Detroit is just now starting to figure out this rhythm of how they want to, attack offensively this year. And with Green Bay, I don't know if Jair's going to play or not, but their linebackers are aggressive. They're super athletic, aggressive guys. And tight ends can kill them, whether they're in zone or man, because they'll react to what they're seeing. They'll be coming flying downhill, trying to stop this Detroit run. So I think Laporta over 44.5 is as good as it's going to get. It's probably going to go up soon. As soon as more people start doing research on it, I think 44.5 is way too low.
Yeah, I'm already seeing that Devondre Campbell probably won't be playing. So the only linebacker they're gonna have is Clay Walker, like coverage wise. So
yeah, and Quay gonna be getting cooked in coverage. Like he's another one of those guys I was talking about, like Georgia guy, right? Super athletic. Sometimes his eyes is not where they supposed to be, bro, and that's when them tight ends gonna slide right up the seam, and he can get this 44 in one catch, bro. So Laporta, bag it over.
Yep.
Cool.
Hammer.
We got a Jaden Reed over and under. I'm kind of scared about taking Jaden Reed in the game like this.
It's 36.5.
That's a lot. He could get it in the catch, like you said. Like he one of them guys that'll have a catch for like 30 yards, 35 yards, and then get lost in the wash offense a little bit. So if you want the value, I don't know what the odds looking like, but
they probably don't even got the lines up yet.
Thursday night is supposed to be a beautiful night in Green Bay. I just want to throw that out there. Weather should be good. Divisional game. This is a big game. How are y'all leaning on money line? Have we talked about that? Which way are y'all leaning in this game?
Green Bay due for some get back.
They are.
Green Bay due for some get back.
See, I'm
But
kind of getting this. I'm kind of getting this rap as a Lions hater for some reason because I just be talking straight facts about them. But
if you going where you think I'm going to tell you Lions money line for sure.
yeah, bro, I'm with the Bay, man. I'm sorry. I think the Lions will win it when they go back home, but in Green Bay, I gotta go Pack, go. I'm sorry.
Hey, bro, it was loud there during
Yeah.
that Saints game.
Lambeau
Like
about to be rocking.
Jameis had to use the timeout because they couldn't get the snap off at the end of the game, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Lambeau, and I was at Lambeau last year and they played the Patriots. Is loud there.
Yeah.
So
This is a Dan Campbell game for real because, like, Dan in big games likes to put his imprint on the game, doing trick plays, the Penei Sewell pass, onside kicks, all types of stuff, fake punts. So this is really a Dan Campbell spot. There's going to be some chicanery that could really swing this line a couple points. So I almost want to say the safe bet, honestly, would be stay away from the money line and take Green Bay plus 3.5 because they're at home. And they're getting a point already. So just buy a couple. I'll take Green Bay plus 3.5. That'll be my line in this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with I'm gonna stay away from that line right now because I don't know how they're gonna match up. Because I don't know, bro. Detroit lost to. I like to look at teams' losses.
They lost to Seattle.
They lost to Seattle.
What's wrong with that?
Seattle a good team. I don't mind that. I don't mind that L. And it was a shootout. Pete Carroll, good play calling. Gino Ball.
Turnovers killed him. Yeah.
Turnovers did kill him. Pick six. So I don't know. They playing a young quarterback. They got guys. I like Lions DBs. I think if you want to drop your, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Derek Carr did go out of that game. So
yeah.
I think I might touch the Lions money line. I think I'm gonna go my Lions money line. No, I'm going Lions money line.
All right.
Right there. No,
so we got two Lions money lines, and if I had to go money line, I'd go Green Bay, but I'm not. But yep, I'm on Green Bay.
Hey, when in doubt, go Pack, go. Ain't that what you say?
If you said it's good weather, Jared Goff like good weather.
Yeah, but he also likes a dome. The rules will let you know that the prime time to take an underdog is when they're at home under the lights. Green Bay will be at home under the lights as a 1.5 underdog, dude. If there's a time in a divisional game on top of that, that's the triple crown right there, bro. If there's a time to take an underdog, it is now.
You know who swings this game?
Who?
Aaron Jones.
Absolutely. No doubt about it.
If Aaron Jones is back off that hamstring, I hope he is for my fantasy team purposes. Aaron Jones gonna swing this game.
Part of me thinks he sat on Sunday because of this game on Thursday.
They're a different team with Aaron Jones on the field.
Same with Bakhtiari. I think they all sat because they like, hey, we got a divisional game. This gonna count more than a win over the Saints or a loss to the Saints.
Still won the game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. We gonna touch some other games on the slate or just pick and choose.
I mean, are we going Friday? Because if we go Friday, I know you got a game, Chelsea.
Yeah, I'll be in Holt on Friday,
trying
to get a dub against the Rams for the first time since '86.
Because I don't really want to go on the whole Sunday slate. I mean, the one standout game that I'll probably go out of my way to watch is probably going to be Cleveland-Baltimore. Baltimore. And,
let's come back Saturday, bro. Let's come back Saturday. Let's get the people what they want, man.
Yeah, we can come back Saturday and do it, or Saturday, or we could post on Sunday again. But my
thing is, are you gonna be at EO this Saturday?
No,
nothing. No. Okay.
No. Be here. I need to rest. I need some rest.
Facts.
That's what had me sick. But yeah, man, check it out. I think this is what we're gonna do. When I was posting the parlays, the parlays is sexy, right? Like if you ain't bet a lot, the parlays is sexy. Put all the thing together, got nice odds. You can win $1,000. But like I said, they sexy parlays. They look good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They look good. When you bet on them, it's juicy, it's nice. But when that single bet hit, it's just as nice. That's my little advice. The straight bet is my favorite bet.
The straight bet is the good Christian girl who was raised right. Your mama like her. Your mama probably friends with her mama. Y'all grandmamas was friends. She may not be as cute as the little slower running around the city, but hey, you know what you gonna get. It's trustworthy, man. Take the straight. Stop being enticed by all the curves and the lumps of the parlay, bro.
Hey, he basically said the straight bets is Mary Catherine Gallagher, superstar.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. So when I post the parlays, them is good straight bets. Like if you want to bet them straight, take them. But when I stack them together, they can be deconstructed. So this is what I'm giving to the viewer. When we post them is our picks that we all mashed together.
Yep.
Hey,
so do with that information as you would.
We are not financial advisors whatsoever.
Gamble responsibly, please.
We are not financial advisors. This is all fun. If you want to put all the parlays together and make it into a lotto, cool. Let that be your scratch off. Let that be your calculated scratch off. Stop going to the gas station, buying the lottery tickets, and giving the government money.
Hey, I got one more pointer too. All right, so the way I was brought up in this game and taught is the first 4 weeks of the NFL season. Basically, we got to look at this as preseason, right? This is your time to get your beak wet and figure out who's really who, right? We all have our idea of what a team is going to be in the preseason, but once the season hits, we start seeing, all right, this is who they actually are. So after week 4, this is the first quadrant of the season. This is where we can actually start building up on trends, noticing what's trending in the league. All right, our road underdogs covering 7.5 every game. Like last year, there was some trends that was hidden week after week after week. That stuff don't start till like week 5. So we're about to have more data to work off of. So don't blow your bag yet. This is just the beginning. After this week, we about to go up top, bro. We really about to start leaning on them. Ride with us because it's about to be a good year. I can tell.
Manage your bankroll. A lot of this stuff, I didn't get to post on Instagram too. This is just house cleaning stuff. I didn't get to post on Instagram, but it is here. It is here. So if you come back and you drop a like and you watch to this point, all of the money is to be made here. And if we get on again and record again, it's gonna be more money to be made.
Yep.
So let us be that guy to get that cash in your pocket.
And I'm hot right now. Don't tell me.
No, he is.
Yes, sir. We got any narratives, any closing remarks on this good Tuesday afternoon? The air crispy.
I'm Gucci.
Right now, CJ Stroud's a better quarterback than Dak Prescott.
Ooh, that's tough.
Niggas will say anything on their way out the door.
Yeah, man.
Niggas will say anything on their way out the door.
Let me shoot us out the gym, man. Let me shoot us out the gym. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. This is the 111 show, and I'm out, coach.